Hey guys, what's going on? Nerdykid here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're gonna be basically telling the story of the time that I cussed at a teacher. That's really all it is to say. So yeah, let's get straight into the video, shall we? And guys, yeah, so there's pretty much no way to make myself sound good here. So I'm not even gonna attempt to. Yeah, I cussed at a teacher. Um, I can only really say that in my defence, I've been taking crap off her for 2 years, but that's not really much of a defence as it is a kind of she started it kind of argument. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into the story. But if you do enjoy this video, like the video. And just since we're doing a story time, and the past couple of my videos have been ripping off Scrubby, so like the video, and if you don't, no joke, no scam, Vladimir Putin himself will make you work in a sweatshop. Yeah, I'm not joking guys, just hit the like button or else, you know, that won't happen. Anyways, let's get on the story, shall we? So yeah guys, this story starts in my first year of high school, when little 11-year-old me is crapping myself, and honestly now it's just a feeling of depression when I go to school, but you know. So yeah guys, I'm crapping myself to go to high school, and it doesn't help that I've literally been put in a class with what can only be described as someone that would make, like, the ultimate boomer would look at this woman and go, oh my god, you're such a boomer. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So what we're actually in our class for is what was it, German and French. And let's just, for the sake of this story, call her Mrs. Weirdo, right? This is my good time to take of this. Every name has been changed apart from hers. Like in this like video. I was gonna say game. In this video, it's always Mrs. Weirdo. So yeah guys. I am gonna yeah guys, so I'm just new in her class, and right off the bat, little like background about me, I struggle with anything that involves writing, and it's not like I'm a slacker. I have dyslexia, which means that I struggle with anything that involves reading, writing, or the general English language on a page. So you can imagine that if I struggle with reading and writing English, that German and French is going to be a hell of a lot harder than that. Obviously dyslexia I wouldn't really call like a disability as such. Like a lot of famous people are or were dyslexic. Friggin' Einstein was dyslexic. Friggin' Jennifer Aniston, she's dyslexic apparently. Don't know how true that one is, but I know that Einstein was. So yeah guys, but as it says, it really hinders me in German especially, and I don't even care. I don't like the subject. I was in it because I was put into it. So yeah guys, what actually happened was this teacher, Mrs. Weirdo, has it in for me because I struggle with the work. Now she always gave me not tit for tat. She always gave me like little jabs whenever she got the opportunity to. She basically made it her life's purpose to embarrass me. And every time she got to roast me in front of the class, she would. Yeah, so not the best thing to happen, but you know, there's not much you can really do about it, is there? Now, this goes on for a little while now, and it gets to the point where one day she pulls me back and she asks me if I've done any more work. And I say no, because I hadn't. I'd really been struggling with it. Like guys, she literally, right, we are learning what apples and oranges are, and like the tasks in the books are, like in the textbooks, they are written in German. If I barely know what orange juice is in German, how am I meant to read all of the instructions of how to do the task in German? And then she says, if you don't, just to get out of helping us, she goes, if you don't understand it, just skip the task. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do nothing today, because all of it's in German. And, oh, freaking Jesus. So, like, she would, like, there was one that we had, it was hieroglyphs, right? And I think she finally decided to give us a little bit of help, but all she did was translate the German, which didn't even understand. Like, it was freaking, like, pictures, like, smiley faces and weird, like, Jewish candle holder things. That were, like, it was like symbols on the freaking page. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I am in a German class, not a freaking Egyptian class. She's having me doing freaking hieroglyphs. Like, I'm sorry. This isn't Russian. We're not doing an entirely different alphabet up in here. So I ask her what the hell this is meant to be, and she says, just read it. And I'm like, that's what you say about every task and what happens. And then she reads the German out, and it just says something along the lines of, put the matching pictures in the matching places, or something like that. And I kid you not, there are pictures, like, I can't even remember how to explain it, but there were pictures that were meant to go places that, like, weren't in the key. Like, I don't understand, So, she said, it was like this textbook that she kept giving us, and you were just to work through it. And it took like a month for the entire class to get through it. And I was still stuck in the first page. She'd do what you can. And I'd be skipping it through until it was something like, right, orange juice. Okay, try to spell Orangensaft and then get screwed over because I can't spell it. Yeah, so I hated this woman. And she decided to make it a lot better by explaining that, basically pulling me back at the end of the class, guys, to explain to me that I essentially don't try. And I just said to her, look, miss, I genuinely am trying, I just really struggle with the work. And she says 10 words that will stick with me forever. It's not that you struggle, it's that you don't try. And I legitimately broke down, guys. Like, I was only an S1. I was only first year in high school. I was only 11 years old. I have been struggling with that crap all my life, and you just tell me that I'm essentially faking it. By that point, my respect for her had gone out the window, and my faith in that class had gone out the window. Obviously, I still did what I could, but my care for the class just went. So yeah, guys. So basically, what actually ended up happening was, it got to the point after that where I would still try as hard as I could to do something in the class, but I sucked at German. I can't do German. I am never taking German again. And if the school tries to convince me, I'll just tell them, my choice, stick it. So yeah. The only chance that I'd be taking German is if I was to take it and then throw it out the window. So yeah. It's just a horrible experience in that class. And then she decided, like, I am in tears at this point, and she just keeps wiring into me about how I don't struggle with the work is easy, and a lot of it's just copy. And I'm like, yeah, but a lot of it's translation as well. If I'm no good at if I'm no good at translation, what good is that gonna do me? Like, she was just a terrible teacher, and because a lot of it was copy, and that means that, like, all of a sudden I'd be great at all of it. Like, a lot of it was copied, right? And I'll admit, I'm not the best with focusing, but even when it was copying, right? If you tell a pupil who's in his record, he's struggled since primary 1, and he's now in high school. If you tell that pupil it's not that you struggle, it's that you don't give a crap and that you don't make an effort, do you really think that's going to make him make more of an effort? Like, oh my god, I've been faking all these years, and you, Mrs. Stupid. No, not Mrs. Stupid, what was it? And you, Mrs. Weirdo, are finally the one to make me realise, oh, the error of my ways. No, that's not how it's going to work. The kid is going to give up in your class. Just face it, you're a horrible teacher at that point. So yeah, I pretty much gave up. I still obviously did try, as I said, but I gave up at that point. Like, I had a routine going for S1, where like I was sitting next to my friend, let's just call him Jonathan for the sake of this story. I was sitting next to my friend Jonathan, and like I'd just come in with a packet of gum or something, and it got to a point where we just screwed around on our phones because she gave us the same worksheet that she wouldn't help us on for the entire like that month or two, and like she says to us, why don't you ever ask for help? If I do ask for help, I either get yelled at to the point of almost crying, or I end up just getting told just skip what you don't understand, and then getting yelled at for not doing enough. And I'm like, well, I'm doing what you want and then getting told off. It's like a Karen. It's like being in a supermarket with a Karen. You can't win here. You can't do what she wants because what she wants is not physically possible. You know? So, it's, you know, it's just essentially crappy is the only word that I can say, that I actually can say. But it just went on for so long, and this was how it went, you know? You know, like, I had the same scenario where I broke down for, like, what was that, 3-4 times in the space of, like, half a year. Because we were halfway in the year by this point. So then, the next year rolled round, and I say to my teacher, look, he says, what class do you want to pick? Do you want to pick French or German? And I was still in the process of deciding that, and then my friends tell me, by the way, Mrs. Weirdo is the only teacher that teaches German. Is the only teacher that teaches French. But there are other teachers that are taking S1 that are taking S2 classes for German, so there's not 100% chance that you'll get her if you do German. And I was like, freaking sign me up. I took German, and I wasn't meant to get Mrs. Weirdo, but then all of a sudden I got basically shoved into her class for no reason because the teacher that was meant to be having us bailed on us. So yeah, teacher, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I doubt she is, because she doesn't even know who I am. So yeah, guys. So basically what ended up happening was I put up with another year of her and said to the teacher at about Easter break, and I said to the teacher, look, is there any way that you can get me out of her class? And he said, there's no other classes that fit in with your timetable. And guys, he seems to think, like, yes, I'm antisocial in school, right? But I'm not that antisocial that I don't have a clue of any other classes in the school. I have friends, you know. One of my friends are fairly popular, I'll say, in the school. Yeah, so one of my friends, let's just call him David. David is actually in another German class that fits in like a puzzle piece with my timetable. Okay? Every period that I have German, he has German. Every period that I don't have German, he don't have German. It fits in perfectly. So my teacher, my head of house, let's just call him Mr. James, is just screwing me over and lying his bahookie off to try and get out of switching my class. And I actually said to him, look, there's gonna be some sort of altercation. I said to him, I said, look, either you move my class or I'm eventually gonna get tutoed. If you don't know what that is, guys, the way that the classes communicated with one another was through like a freaking landline phone. Like, this was boomer high, I guess. So yeah, guys, it was basically like a 3-digit code that would phone each classroom, and basically it was like we had a number 220, or as we all basically knew it, 220. That was all it was known as in our school, was 220. But yeah, guys, so basically what 220 was just like someone was being really, we'll say, rambunctious in the class, then she had really abused it. Teachers have too much power, let me just say that, guys. Basically what they would do is they would send them off to another class to screw that class over, essentially a you're not my problem call. Yeah, so she whenever anything remotely kicked off in the class, it was, I'm phoning 220. It was just insane. And like, whenever you phone 220, this little old lady would come up to the class. Isn't she supposed to be a security escort? Like, if you can run, you're okay. Like, if you can run, you're fine, you know, you're gonna get away from them. It's like running away from Paul Blart, he's not gonna catch up to you, you know? Like, maybe, just maybe, if you have a wheelchair or something. But the kid in the wheelchair can just kind of push his wheels and fly down the corridors, you know? And he's a freaking vehicle. People aren't going to try to stop him. They're going to jump out the way, you know? So there's not really much... There's nothing stopping anybody from getting away from this person, right? crutches. That's about it. I like how I'm naming disabilities. That's so bad. But that's what I mean, guys. You know, like that's pretty much. Unless you have crutches, you're not getting away from her. You're getting away from her. Sorry. So yeah, guys. So my patience is wearing thin on this particular day. Her patience is wearing thin on this particular day. She's too old, like 5 folk, and she's already insulted me again, which is just making me ready to lose it with her. So I end up basically like a couple days prior to this. So I have her Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't anymore, thank God. But like, well, obviously I don't anymore because of lockdown. But I'm going into the 3rd year now, so I'm pretty much fine. But yeah, guys. So basically, Jesus Christ, can I get a word out? Alright, guys. Yeah. So basically, she just here we go. I've finally gotten it. I asked I asked for a rubber, right? And she says to me, "Have you even done any work? Is it even worth me Is it even worth me giving you a rubber? Because you've got nothing to rub out, I'll bet." And I just show her my jotter, my book, whatever you want to call it. And in a, honestly, what I would say, an aggressive almost tone, just go, "Yes, here, look, I've done work, now can I borrow a rubber?" And she kind of was quiet for a bit. Obviously not for long, because this is Mrs. Weirdo we're talking about. So what actually ends up happening is, the next day I forgot a pencil. You could not write this down. I forgot a pencil, so I asked her to borrow a pencil. She then says to me, "Look, is it even worth me giving you a pencil? Are you even going to write anything?" I'm not even joking, she pulled this twice. And I just looked her in the eyes and says, "Can I borrow a pencil?" Like, I don't know what you expect me to do. Like, I'm not going to ask you again, "Can I borrow a pencil?" Like, it's not that hard to just hand me a pencil. Like, she has a pot full of them. Okay? Like, I don't understand why it is so difficult to like lend me a pencil without having a pot. So obviously, you know, she doesn't understand that "can I have a pencil" indicates that I don't have a pencil with me. And like, this is like, she's my last option, you know. Like, whenever I need to borrow anything, I would happily get up and go to the other end of the freaking school to ask anybody else for a pencil than go to this witch, right? But no, I don't have anyone else. So I had to ask her, and she gives me crap. So I'm like, "Jesus freaking Christ, give me the goddamn pencil." So I just say to her, "Look, I mean, it's either that or I don't do any work, I'd happily, you know." And then she gives me the pencil, and I'm like, "Thank you." So I pretty much, I had a kind of system going where I just come in, and then while she's like standing outside at the door greeting everybody, I put a bit of gum in, you know, sit and chew my gum. Whenever I got the option to, if she left the class, I'd sit on my phone. It's pretty dope for the most part. I kind of, at some points I enjoyed her class, some points didn't, but I didn't enjoy her class because, like, oh my god, I'm learning. I enjoyed her class because it was a big slack. I got to slack off when she wasn't in the room, but this, mind you, was way after I was done trying at this point. Because when you have a teacher that turns around and tells you that you don't give a crap and that you are faking something that has been holding you back all your life, you're not going to take that lightly. And all I got given when I went to someone else about it and reported on was, I kid you not, "Do you believe in second chances?" And I'm like, Jesus Harold Christ, this school is thick as soup. So I basically think to myself that I'm in a school that's thick as mince. All the teachers seem to be like that, and I end up basically, I'm at my wit's end. And on the 3rd day, it was on the Friday, I think. During the period, she says to me, "Look, there's people from the local council that are gonna be," I'm not gonna say which council because then it kind of gives away where I live. "There's people from the local council that's gonna," sorry, I'm getting better at this in her voice. "There's people from the local council that's gonna be coming to the school to examine people's works, and they're gonna want to know why you've not done anything." And I just look at her and say, "Well, if they want to come to me, they can come to me, and I'll explain to them the time that I struggle with the work." And I look at her like a very suggestive look, like, you know what I'm talking about, and go, maybe they'll understand what I mean. And just basically look her in the eyes and say this as if you're stupid and don't understand that I struggle. So you know, so I'm pretty much taking every point I can to try and get sent out, because if I get sent out of the class, she'll come out to speak to me, and I will just open up, right? I'll explain everything and how much I hate her. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but I have actually said to teachers that I hate her. Yeah, so I've had other teachers actually say like, I'm a teacher, I'm not really meant to say this, but I don't like her either, she's really mean. And I'm like, yes, thank you, teachers agree with me. So yeah. So basically, there's two things that needs to make a class function, okay? You need to have a good teacher that can actually help you with the material, and you need to have a good relationship with said teacher. Neither of which was apparent in this class, so the class was basically doomed straight to hell. So yes, I ended up Jesus. After that scenario with the council thingy, I am literally at what would be classed as my wit's end, right? I am going to slap her. I feel like it, right? And I don't mean that as in, oh, I'm going to hit her because she's a woman. I don't mean that. I mean, I'm going to slap her because she's seriously irritating me. Like, I have never wanted to hit anybody more than I've wanted to hit her at this specific moment. Okay? And, like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, comment and say, like, you know how I feel when I say that. Like, you get that feeling with someone of just pure anger, and you've never, like, you get that feeling that I'm gonna slap them if they say one more thing. And there have been teachers that have made me push my chair back to get up and just kind of realise what I'm about to do and sit back down. But honestly, I see myself grabbing my wrist pretty much ready to swing. And like, basically what happened, guys, was she turns around and she pulls me up at the end of class, me and my friend, let's call my friend Jonathan for the sake of this story. She pulls me and Jonathan up at the end of the class and says to Jonathan, because she wants to save her upsetting me, so she says to Jonathan first, Jonathan, have you done it? How much have you done? And Jonathan's like, I've finished, miss. That's me. She goes, good. And Jonathan's like my best mate at the time, so he's staying there with me. And I'm like, because we have the same class next anyways. And she goes to me and she goes, how much have you done? With a smile. And I go with a frown. I'm not gonna lie, not much. And then she goes, well, you just need, she says to me, you need to start trying. But like, as I say to her, look, you know that I struggle with the work, okay? I'm sorry, but I haven't gotten much done. And it's not like I look at her and go, haha, nothing. I just say to her, look, I'm not gonna lie, not much, you know, I struggle. And she says to me, she keeps giving me this, it's not that you don't try it, it's not that you struggle, it's that you don't try. And like, I've never said anything bad to a teacher up until this point, right? I think the worst I've ever said in front of a teacher that I've been told off for is screw you. And I didn't say it to the teacher, I said it to someone else as a joke. Like I was speaking to my mate and I said, oh, screw you, and I got told off for it. That's the worst I've ever done, okay? I'm a TP, I'll admit that. Yeah, but like, I just went, Jesus, Harold Christ, here we go again. And she just gives me a look like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And I just look at her and I say, do you know what? Right, I'm not going to keep having the same argument with you. I'm sick of this class, you, and all the crap that you give me. She goes, you know what, just give me a jotter with no work in it, I'm going to take that to your head of house, Mr. James. And I just say, no, I don't. I say, here you go, and I say, I'm sick of your crap. And she goes, oh, you're sick of my crap, are you? And I go, yes, and you can tell them that too. I walk out and go, this is complete BS, but the full thing, bullsh. And I basically shout it at her as I walk out the classroom, middle finger in my pocket, because I mean I can't really go full on. But yeah, so I walk out and go, I'm sick of your BS, as I walk out. And then I don't even know if she reacted because I left. And guys, yeah, so Jonathan comes after me and he's like, bro, what did you just do? And I'm like, well, you see, Jonathan, but like all my friends are down in that class, my entire 2 friends, and I basically say to them, bro, I just told Mrs. Weirdo that our class is BS, and everybody's like, you didn't, and I'm like, yeah, I did, I just lost it with her. And my mate, let's call him, I don't know, Jason, and I was like, bro, that's suicide, you don't say anything like that to her. And I'm like, well, she's a witch, I don't care. So yes, I go to the meeting and basically I'm told to write out a statement, like a police type statement, saying that I was wrong to swear at her, but I didn't appreciate what she said, but I was wrong to swear at her. And I do, and it was complete bogus. I didn't like what she said, but I was completely in the right, in my opinion. So yeah guys, moral of the story, don't swear at your teachers. Teachers are the most important job on the planet. Yeah, nurses, but who would give you the education to go on and become a nurse or a doctor? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to do the one thing that I got taught from that class. Go drink some Orangenschaft. That's it. So yeah guys, just letting you guys know, I'm not going to be turning this channel into a story time or anything. I am going to be doing story time videos, more of them, now that I'm in high school and have story time videos. But yeah, so let me know what gameplay you'd like to see in the background. Enjoy the final kill. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.